Well, it's very unlikely that tomorrow someone goes from, I help you in these 100 ways to I either hurt you or help you in 0. It's more common or more likely that you had 100 ways and now 10 years later they help you 70 ways.
How do you gain perspective to know where you truly stand?
Well, you gain perspective by shutting your mouth and watching, and literally watching them perform at watching them do things.
And a strong coxswain to guide you. If you want to change the world, find someone to help you paddle. Over a few weeks of difficult training, my SEAL class, which started with 150 men, the steel structure of the ship blocks the moonlight. It blocks the surrounding street lamps. It blocks all ambient light. To be successful in your mission, you have to swim under the ship and find the keel, the center line.
Be willing to trade it in. And so when you're not sure what to do, the logical thing to do is, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, but I'm going to get a good night's sleep. I don't know when I'm going to meet a mate, but I'm going to start getting in shape now. I don't know what I'm going to sell, but I'm going to start building an audience and making content.
If they're honest with themselves, they can look at themselves in the mirror and be like, fuck, that's exactly what the fuck I did. You know, I hear it all the time, dude.
Yeah, or vice versa. Women get in relationships with dudes who
sure.
don't do anything.
And I don't discount the fact that...
I know the analogy which you speak about baking a cake and trying to turn up the temperature to get it done faster, etc. But also, I've heard from your show and others about how things are different now.
SEAL training was a great equalizer. Nothing mattered but your will to succeed. Not your color, not your ethnic background, not your education, not your social status. If you want to change the world...
They ain't got kids. They don't got to worry about the things you got to worry about, that are important to you. Like, how do you define what winning looks like for you without getting caught up on other people's versions of winning?
That's up to the individual. That you got to have that conversation.
Okay, like your new Jordans or your brand new, M3 or whatever that you're financing out the ass. Like, dude, that's going to come back to bite you because that locks you into a place where you don't have the freedom to make pivots and choices. So living below your means.
The long-term play is that once you take that first step, ideally you don't get eaten by a polar bear, and instead you also get a fish, and then you go up and then you get reinforced for that. And then basically every moment after that is your own experience becomes the loop. But the first jump back, you know what, those were the good old days. She wasn't so bad. Maybe I was being a little bit unreasonable. You can read it again, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe, thank God I made that call. But that way you don't actually have to then waste the next 6 months It
had to happen. And the sleepless nights and the anxiety and the fucking... You don't fucking know that, bro. I didn't sleep for 25 years. Legit.
Hell no. Now, you know what I want to mess around with? The belief that I matter, regardless of what I do or don't achieve.
For basic SEAL training in Coronado, California. Basic SEAL training is 6 months of long, torturous runs in the soft sand, midnight swims in the cold water off San Diego, obstacle courses, unending calisthenics, days without sleep, and creates the Tijuana Sloughs, a swampy patch of terrain where the mud will engulf you. It is on Wednesday of Hell Week that you paddle down in the mud flats and spend the next 15 hours trying to survive this freezing cold.
No matter how much they know the good decisions, there's such thing as stupid motherfuckers.
That's right.
I mean, that's a real thing.
That's right.
And, but a smart person will ask questions like you're asking and say, okay, how do I avoid becoming them? And really, dude, it's real simple.
My instructors, who at the time were all Vietnam veterans, would show up in my barracks room, and the first thing they'd do was inspect my bed. If you did it right, the corners would be square, the covers would be pulled tight, the pillow centered just under the headboard.
Yeah. All right, it's no different than knowing the proper footwork.
Yeah, the sequence. Okay, what speaker's going here after this person and that?
Yes, the different lighting, make sure everybody's on pay. Hey, register, make sure you're in your seats on time. This is what's going to happen. This is what to be a successful father, to be a successful business person, to be a successful husband. You have to have, if you can find one individual that is literally selfish for you.
Yeah. He was aware of it probably, but it was like, all right, I'm on to the next phase. I'm all in.
That's it. Yeah.
So you're always all in.
Here's the thing. People don't know what
I really want to do right and take my time, but I feel like my plan may have to change because of the times we're in. Everyone that I know that is successful in business personally, and the guys that I like to listen to, like you, have all built their businesses to great success over long periods of time and consistency.
Important personal moments that I had was when I lost everything for the first time. I screenshot my bank account. So I went from having 6 successful gyms to losing all of it and having $1,000 to my name. And I remember looking at my bank account and I was like,
head first. Instead of swinging his body underneath the rope and inching his way down, he bravely mounted the top of the rope and thrust himself forward. It was a dangerous move, seemingly foolish and fraught with risk.
There's always going to be a loser. You look in your bank account, either you're winning or you're losing. Your team is either winning or losing. In your life, you're either winning or you're losing. It's all the stuff in between. It's gonna flow correct. And that way, if you've done your job, if you've done so many game days, then when something is thrown at you that you didn't expect a game day.
Okay? I'll be picking their coconuts. They'll be giving me berries. We'll fucking figure out a system.
You'll be king of the island.
That's it, man. I'll be Lord of the fucking Flies, bro. Like, but I'm just saying, like, dude.
The season. All right. Coach, no practice tomorrow, yeah?
That's right.
Okay. Well, I'll see y'all on Monday.
Hey, coach. What about Zava?
Believing that things can get better, that I can get better, that we will get better.
Go from nothing to $100 million business. I saw him do it. Because I was able to see that happen, I knew it was fucking possible.
4-minute mile.
What?
The 4-minute
Yes.
mile.
Of just 10 people. And each one of those people changed the lives of another 10 people and another 10.
I think it would just be the actuality of sucking versus the perception of sucking.
Correct. It's that as you...
One African American, one Polish American, one Greek American, one Italian American, and 2 tough kids from the Midwest. They out-paddled, outran, and outswam all the other boat crews. The big men in the other boat crews
Going through the motions time and time again. I know you said Kobe had that problem of he wanted to work so much, and you're like, hey, we got to like pull back a little bit.
You got to pull back. But here, with him, or and even with individuals,
of looking back on my life and never having tried. And I knew that would be so empty, and I would be so filled with regret, and that I knew that I would beat myself up over it every single day as I got older.
This was already happening by doctors because they look through the scope of the microscope and they go, that one looks
Healthy.
round.
Yeah.
That one's, it's A, B, C, right? You don't want the C's, B's, probably not. You've got 3 A's, 2 A's in there. Let's try and implant this. One doesn't.
You were challenged with multiple physical events, long runs, long swims, obstacle courses, hours of calisthenics, something designed to test your mettle. Every event had standards, times you had to meet. If you failed to meet those times, those standards, your name was posted on a list.
What if I do all this shit and I work so hard and I do everything I can and I still don't make it? That rarely happens because the person that you become along the way.
Yes, you're right. It is a sign. I agree. Yeah. Fact is,
I hired my first employee, and he was a fuck ass. Therefore, all employees suck. Right, so like losing will teach you something. It's just want to make sure that we learn the right lesson. It's like a great way to feel bad about how you feel today, because you know you should feel better, because you know you will feel better about today in the future, because the future will have today without the negative consequences and the stressors of today that in the future seem irrelevant. And so it's like whenever you
don't adapt, or you lack the ability to adapt, those companies are going to lose, which is going to open up market share for people that understand how to operate now. So,
okay, Zava is gone. And you know what? I think it's a good thing.
What?
Oh, I do. Okay, look, do I want to win? Heck yeah. But I also want to do it with folks that want to be here. All we need to win are the fellas in this room right now. And all you fellas need to do is believe.
Business. It's like, dude, if you never succeed in business, you better be all in on figuring out how to do business well. Now, yeah, I could film and do business in my sleep. Like, I didn't prep for this podcast. I've just filmed for thousands and thousands of hours. I don't need to like
the championship. Between championship number 3 and number 4, it was 7 years in between. 7 years. And you got individuals, so something that he already won 3 times, and nobody would have said.
very clear, straight on. And so there was a lot of things that weren't available to him. Physically, probably wasn't going to be a sports star, maybe even in super great shape. But like, it was almost like that path was predetermined.
A lot of times we end up getting in our own way. You know, crap like envy or fear, shame.